25 on the touchback.
Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
And while I don't equate starting record as a quarterback to pitchers in baseball, it still gives us a great baseline. And Patrick Mahomes, 38-8 as a starting quarterback for Kansas City in the regular season. Throwing 6-2 in the playoffs, including a Super Bowl 54 victory. You've got one of the best ones in the game. And if you're a Kansas City fan, how excited are you? He signed through 2031. He will be your quarterback for a long time.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And some space here. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt.
So the opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And Lance now to throw. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st. From the gun, it's Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Gallman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an
Complimentary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Byron Pringle, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now San Francisco stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Lance. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Lance looks to throw again. And Matthews makes the grab. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Caught by Sanu. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Lance. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. That catch good for only a couple. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and a bit of as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. This is Gallman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
That's a really nice job protecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
Jordan Matthews all by himself. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Lance. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bolton brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And the pressure gets to him again. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
Balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And now off to the races down the right side. And a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 70 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the... And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Gallman will run it. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Hardman on the return. A very good Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Penny. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Henning. incomplete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Touchdown! Jarek McKinnon, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive. It's not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try. They can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is caught. It's Sanu. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Lance again. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Lance now on 1st down. That's complete to Gallman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that one.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Rashad Fitton. Keep hope alive drive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say it was a
touchdown 49ers. Kevin White, 26 yards. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
All we want about football being a game of strength and brawn, it's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Chad Williams, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their. Be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.